Good morning students, welcome you all back to our social class where we are dealing about the rise of nationalism in Europe and history chapter, an interesting chapter which is going on. And previous class I have explained you about the revolutionarist and revolution that has been done by Giuseppe Mazzini in the European nations. And today we are going to see about the age of revolution that had happened from 1830 to 1848. What and all had happened, that is what we are going to see. So if you see, according to this, it is known as conservative regimes. So they were trying to consolidate their power. So conservatives means, we saw previously, the people who belong to the one section who don't want their tradition to be get eroded, right? So who don't want their tradition to be get eroded, but they want some kind of changes that has to happen. So here it is considered as a conservative regime who wanted to increase or consolidate the power, and liberalism and nationalism came to be and increasingly associated with the revolution of this region. So how these revolution has made a change in the European nation, that is what we are going to see. So in Europe we saw about Italy, German states and the provinces of Ottoman Empire, Ireland and Poland. All these nations were been striving for their own revolution. So these revolution were been for a particular aspect of liberal nationalism belonging to the a section of the society, that is educated middle class elite. Among them you can find that the professionals, school teachers, clergies and members of the commercial classes were been participating, who were been trying to struggle it out and sort it out a problem. So that is the main aspects. Then you can find here about and one important thing, that is in the first upheaving or upheaving, that means a revolution or uprising revolution that took place in France in the year of 1830. It is even known as the July Revolution. So this July Revolution, as we saw previously, the ruler was Bourbon king, right? But here what they did is that the Bourbon king, who was being restored to the power during the conservative region, that is in 1850, now was overthrown. Overthrown means sent out of his prison. He was overthrown by the liberal revolutionarist. Okay, so the liberal revolutionists means the common peoples, that is the middle class educated section, professional, school teachers, clergies and the commercial middle class peoples. All these revolutionists are throwing out the Bourbon dynasty king and they are installing a constitutional monarchy with the Louis Philippe. Okay, Louis Philippe has been installed over there. At that time, this situation has been described by Metternich, stating that if France sneezes, the rest of the Europe catches cold. That means for a place in France is like that much powerful. That is what has been described. So France sneezing means other areas will catch cold. So he has been described that the France became superior power at that time, and this July Revolution was sparkling in all the places. So this sparkle even reached the places like Brazil, and which even led to the Belgium to break away from the United Kingdom of Netherlands. So this was a sparkle which was started in each and every places. And similarly you can find one more very important thing that has happened, that is mobilization of national feeling among the educated elite it was been spreading throughout the European countries. When it has been spreading throughout the European nations, you can also find that one important independence that happened is the Greek War of Independence that took place. That is Greek War of Independence. Greek. So it happened in the year of 1821. How did this happen? That is, you can find that this Greek war of independence was started in the year of 1821. So before that, you can find that since 15th century onwards, this Greek was under the Ottoman Empire. What is this Ottoman Empire? Ottoman Empire? Ottoman Empire is an Turkish rule which was been there. So this Ottoman Empire was ruling the Greece from 15th century onwards. Then you can see that this revolution, the struggle for independence was started in Greece, and the growth of revolutionarist nationalist in Europe, which sparkled off from all the places, even made the Greek to start their struggle or began their struggle in the year of 1821. So the nationalist Greek peoples got support from the many peoples who were been living away from their own areas, like in exile areas. Exile areas means, as I told you, naadu kadatti vechirukanga. So those areas. So those people also started supporting them, and the European countries in the West Europe peoples will be there, no, who felt sympathy. What is sympathy? Sympathy means ayyo pavam, will say, no, like that. The people belonging to Western Europe who had sympathy for the ancient Greek culture. So Greek was a nation which was developing in art and architectures, cultural development and all. But because of the control of Ottoman Empire. Ottoman Empire is a Muslim rule, okay. So when they have captured them, they were not able to do the architectural work in a proper manner. So which stopped them from doing those kind of artistic work and cultural works. So that developed a sympathetic feeling towards them. So Western European peoples who were being sympathetic towards them also started supporting them. Then poets, artists said that lauding Greece as a cradle of the European civilization. They lauding means praised the Greek as the cradle. Cradle means from there only the development of European civilization has started. So mobilization of public opinions were also started, and so they wanted to support them and to struggle against the Muslim Empire of Ottoman Turk. At that time, a famous poet was there who is an English poet named as Lord Byron, who organized fund. And fund means he was started collecting funds for this Greek war of independence, and later he himself joined in the war. But in due course, you can find that he died because of fever. He did not die in the war. He died because of the fever in the year of 1824. And finally, they say that in 1832, Greek was signed with a treaty, and that treaty was been named as the Treaty of Constantinople and recognized as a Greek War of Independence. So, this Treaty of Constantinople was signed between the Greece and the Ottoman Empire, and by this treaty, the Greece was given the status of independence. So, it became an independent nation. So, this is called as the Greek War of Independence. So, this Greek War of Independence started with the sparkle of July Revolution in France. And it had a beginning from 1821 is the beginning year of the Greek War of Independence, and it ended with a Treaty of Constantinople in 1832, and Greece was recognized as an independent nation. So this is what is about the Greek War of Independence, students. So age of revolution. From 1830, what happened? So we have seen. So the remaining things we'll see tomorrow, students. We'll continue in the next class. Be safe. Bye, students. Thank you.